Have you ever liked somebody and you were not sure if they liked you back? And you hung out with them, and there's moments where you feel like, wow, this person does like me. But then there's moments where it feels like, okay, this person just doesn't care about me. And it's a very confusing place to be. And if you're an emotional person or you're someone who, like myself, just has a harder time managing their emotions, then it can affect you throughout your life. Earlier this year, I dated a girl and things did not work out in present day. But like when we were dating, there was so many moments where I just couldn't tell if she liked me. And it was very frustrating because I realized I needed somebody to tell me that they liked me clearly. And then it got me thinking like, wow, am I just that insecure? Like I need somebody else to tell me if I'm likable or not? And then as I dated this girl, I started to realize my own just self. And I was like, why am I trying to get this girl to like me so much? Am I missing something? And if you've been in a similar scenario, you might come to the realization that maybe there's something you don't like in yourself and you see it in the other person, and you trying to push your like and your love onto them is secretly you wanting to love yourself. But for some reason you can't accept yourself, or you can't love yourself enough. And so because you can't do that, you find a vessel to push all of your love onto. Now this is really confusing and deep, but like trust me, it'll make sense at least eventually. I'll try to explain it simply. So let's say you're hanging out with this person, and let's say things are going well, you're laughing, you have these butterflies in your stomach, you feel great. And if you think about it, like you're like, okay, this person's making me so happy, wow, like this person's awesome, I just want to spend more time with them, like I just want to keep hanging out with them, spend all my time with them. But it's like those feelings are coming from within you. It's not an external, like they're just triggering emotions inside of you basically, in a really like inhumane way to explain it, like a analytical low-key way to explain it. They are literally just like a stimulus that's triggering an emotion in you, but the emotion is already in you. And I'm coming at it from this angle to help you realize like, wait, they're not making you feel this way. You're feeling it. They're just like triggering it. But you can trigger that on your own, if that makes sense. And so, but the thing is, what we often have trouble with is accepting ourselves or loving ourselves more. And therefore, we look for somebody outside of us to love us. But in reality, we are really looking to love ourselves greater. And of course, like, as somebody who's striving to learn this concept deeper and to learn how to like love myself better, it's hard because dating is fun. Dating's fun. It's like a game. You're like getting to know somebody new. It's exciting. There's all this cocktail of emotions. It's fun. But it's like, if I can't love myself fully, and like if I can't be there for myself, or if I rely on somebody else to be there for me, then like whenever they can't be there for me and I'm not there for me, then no one's going to be there and I will suffer. And then you become reliant on the other person. And if you've ever been in a sort of toxic relationship, having one partner cling to the other is not good. And my last relationship was like that. And because my partner clung so much to me, I had so much external validation of me being like valuable, in like a really plain way to say it. And whenever that person left my life, in the next relationship I sought after, the other person didn't like shower me with affection and clinginess. It made me, I'm like, is there something, am I not valuable? And I like woke up from that realization because there were so many times I wanted to quit that relationship because the person was, I'm like, they don't like me. In retrospect, I know they liked me. It's just a unfortunate scenario why we couldn't date. Uh, but what the mistake I almost made was I was gonna stop dating them and look for somebody who would give me affection. But the problem is, and if you've ever had a friend or you know somebody, or this might be you, who keeps going into toxic relationships, it's because they learn that that's what a relationship is. That's how it's meant to be. They learn like this toxicity is why I'm valuable. Like in a weird way, if it makes sense, because like the clinginess and stuff and the jealousy or whatever, um, if that emotion isn't shown, then you're not in the right place and you need to leave this partner because they're not what you're used to, in a really blunt way to put it. And it might be hard to see in the moment, but I'm so thankful that I like stuck through this relationship as long as possible until it literally just could not survive. And I'm like, okay, we just logistically this is not going to work out, unfortunately. um, but I learned to not like leave out of impulse and out of unawareness of my own patterns, because what I was going to do was seek a relationship that was the same as my old toxic one, and thank God that didn't happen. And so coming to that realization, you learn to see that you might not love yourself, in a really harsh way to put it, at least to a fuller degree. And it's like, why should we even strive for that? Because if you don't have a cup that's overflowing with love, and you have a half full or empty cup, then how can you offer your love to somebody else? And love is comes from a place of overflowing. That's where real love comes in, because you don't need your cup to be filled by somebody else to love. You can just offer it to fill into other people. And so it's a really like interesting concept to learn, and a lesson to learn and live by, because then how do you learn to love yourself? And I mean, there's many different ways, but I just wanted to share that message with you and maybe hope you get some realizations. And my suggestion, if you want to take any sort of action, is if you're in a relationship or you're crushing on somebody, you like somebody right now, think like why am I liking them? Like, why do I want their approval? Why do I want their attention? Am I not attending to myself with my needs? If I want their attention, like, oh, I want them to notice me because I've been working out more and I look buffer. Are you not noticing that on yourself? Can you not give yourself that attention? It's interesting stuff. When you're at a certain like degree of awareness, this message will hit hard, but for a lot of people, it will take time to get here, and I really hope you're able to get here. So, anyways, that's all for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.